For 2 hours, every news station reported that someone was harmed but would recover. I'm not sure why, but it made me mad. Princess Diana's life had many ups and downs and some mysteries we thought we would never unravel. However, her older sister's words will change everything. Diana and her sister Sarah McCorquodale were inseparable and shared everything, even their deepest secrets. Sarah, 60, cries and reveals princess secrets. She ended what stories? Why does she speak out now, years later? Join us as we discuss everything, dealing with lies. This year has been a crazy trip for the royals. They always get into stories. Today, Prince Charles is most impacted by this drama, especially when Princess Diana's sister revealed this. The name Princess Diana is unlikely to disappear soon, even though she died almost 20 years ago. The nation mourned Princess Diana in 1997. However, the circumstances of this catastrophe in her last moments have remained a mystery for years. Change is coming, though. Charlotte, Lady Sarah, Diana's older sister, verified some long-held allegations concerning her younger sister's death. She said their connection was tight because Sarah was furious Prince Charles married Diana instead of her. Interested? Watch what she said. Princess Diana and Lady Sarah had ups and downs. Both sisters dated Prince Charles, the same man. Finally, Diana married him. Early on, stress was evident, but love blinds. Unfortunately, Diana's passion for Charles lost out. Instead, it killed her early. Before we go into Sarah's details, let's start at the beginning. Like most sister relationships, Diana and Sarah battled and reconciled. Diana, the youngest Spencer sister, was deeply affected by a childhood trauma. They witnessed their parents' bitter divorce. Later, their father remarried without notifying or asking, leaving a permanent scar. Diana and Sarah became friends after they had experienced trauma. Diana later said Sarah was the only person she trusted. Young noble women like the Spencer girls were expected to marry as they grew up, so school wasn't always important. Diana, Sarah, and Jane attended West Heath School in Kent, their Kent boarding school. But their experiences were extremely different. Firstborn Sarah partied at school, saying she drank anything as a student to 2 newspaper reporters she met on a ski trip with Prince Charles. Due to staff unable to smell, it was frequently vodka, Cointreau, gin, sherry, or whiskey. Jane was the most school-minded. She was named prefect after scoring well on O and A-level assessments. Diana struggled. She dropped out of school without a diploma after failing all her O-level tests. The 3 sisters were close despite their diverse personalities and accomplishments. Diana initially visited London in the late 1970s. She shared a Chelsea flat with Sarah and her friend Lucinda Craig Harvey. Diana, the youngest, has always adored assisting. Diana didn't mind cleaning a lot in that flat with Sarah. She enjoyed it. However, Sarah and Diana's bond grew increasingly difficult. The method is this. The Crown's Sarah seemed annoyed when Charles requested for Diana's phone number. Diana reportedly felt differently than Sarah, who maintained she wasn't envious and was only setting them up. Diana said, "I hated it so much that I agreed to go out with Prince Charles' Lady Sarah, and Prince Charles met in 1977 and fell in love." At a Windsor Castle home party for Royal Ascot, Prince Charles saw 22-year-old Lady Sarah, a tall, attractive redhead. This started their relationship. Sarah Bradford, who penned Diana, finally the entire story, says Prince Charles admired Sarah's bright, goofy personality and they made each other laugh. Couples were invited to Balmoral and polo events. In 1978, Sarah gave Woman's Own an honest interview while skiing in Closters. Sarah added in the interview that she wasn't in love with Prince Charles because she's a whirlwind who dislikes slow relationships. She stated if they were engaged, it would have happened by then. Charles' sense of humor was good, but Sarah said she wouldn't marry somebody she didn't love. The English king. Sarah also shared personal details. Despite their closeness, she nicknamed Charles her, saying he is a romantic who falls in love quickly. Sarah revealed she had thousands of boyfriends and preserved press cuttings about her and Prince Charles for her grandchildren, according to Express. Her words upset Charles, so he cut ties immediately. He visited the Spencer family without resentment after they broke up. Charles, 29, met Diana, 16, at a dance at Althorpe, the Spencer family residence, on one of these journeys. Their rocky relationship began here. Princess Diana-Prince Charles wedding. Prince Charles and Princess Diana's love may have suffered from their first meeting to their tragic deaths. Their paths are forever entwined. Princess Diana and Prince Charles' love story seemed fairy tale-like at first, but eventually honest chats and tell-alls would reveal their marriage was bad. Lies and scandals abounded. Diana first saw Charles in 1977. The story began here. Diana left an indelible mark even though Charles was seeing her sister. Dance, opera, and athletics were their shared interests when they met, but they didn't fall in love. They laughed at the same dumb things. 3 years after meeting, Charles and Diana resumed dating in 1980. After meeting at Diana's friend Philip de Pass's house in summer 1980, they reunited. Diana remembered that Charles had just split up with his long-standing fiancée and was mourning his favorite great-uncle Lord Mountbatten, known as Uncle Dickie. She went to see him to comfort him. The surprise that followed started their brief affair, which Diana later described in recordings by her voice teacher, Peter Setland. That appeared on Diana on PBS in 1992. The encounter with Prince Charles went strangely, she said. She stated the prince almost jumped on her when she visited him. It felt funny, she remembered. She thought, this isn't very cool, but she didn't know what to say, because she'd never had a boyfriend. Royal historian Andrew Morton wrote Diana, her true story. She recounted the event. After small chat, Morton said that Diana and Charles discussed Earl Mountbatten's death and Westminster Abbey funeral while sitting on a bale of hay. Diana told friends that she told Charles, "You looked so sad when you walked up the aisle at Lord Mountbatten's funeral. I've never seen anything more sorrowful. Your suffering broke my heart as I watched." Their new romance began here, which led to their engagement months later. Charles and Diana married in February 1981 after a brief courtship. Charles chose too hastily. Charles thought Prince Philip wanted him to propose, according to Oprah Mag. In King Charles, royal expert Robert Jobson wrote this: "The man, the monarch, and the future of Britain knew what Charles told a friend to have withdrawn, as you can imagine, would have been catastrophic. I was always between the devil and the deep blue sea." Despite their dispute, the pair proposed publicly. 5 months later, they married. Charles and Diana married on July 29, 1981, in the largest royal wedding ever. Diana became Princess of Wales. 750 million people watched the show on TV, while 600,000 people lined London streets to see the royal pair. Diana wore a custom David and Elizabeth Emanuel dress at St. Paul's Cathedral. Dress trains were 25 feet long. People who spoke to Princess Diana after the wedding stated she couldn't take her eyes off Charles during the service because she loved him. Diana named herself the happiest girl in the world. She was wrong in every manner over time. Let's discuss the wedding. Backstage at this fairy tale wedding, tensions ran high. Morton interviewed Diana in 1991 and she said Camilla Parker Bowles was at the wedding. Diana knew Charles and Camilla were close before the wedding, which made her uneasy throughout the event. It was obvious she was there. Diana remarked, "I looked for her. Camilla wore a covered pale gray pillbox hat as I walked down the aisle. She watched everything while her son Tom sat on a chair." It's still fresh in your mind. Camilla felt embarrassed on Diana's wedding, but she didn't let it mar her joy. The wedding was followed by a vacation for Charles and Diana. It included a Mediterranean voyage on the Royal Yacht Britannia and a stay at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. Shortly after their wedding, they announced their first kid. Princess Diana had Prince William Arthur Philip Louis on June 21, 1982. This happened soon after their marriage. William was second in line to the British throne after his father, Prince Charles. The family traveled abroad for the first time in 1983 when William was 10 months old. Visited Australia and New Zealand. Diana's star power was evident on tour. Huge crowds saw her, making Charles less significant. Charles allegedly told his staff, "They've come out to see my wife, they haven't." Though successful, this trip revealed the couple's personality differences. This was especially evident when Diana accompanied William, which is against royal policy because both heirs shouldn't travel together in case of an accident. In February 1984, Diana and Charles announced their second pregnancy. On September 15, 1984, Diana gave birth to Prince Henry Charles Albert David. He became Prince Harry. Prince Charles was disappointed because he wanted a girl. Diana didn't inform Charles she was having a boy because she knew he preferred a daughter, according to Morton's book. The birth of another son stunned Charles, who cried, "Oh God, it's a boy," and he even has red hair. Diana predicted the end of their marriage, and she was right. There was more tension in their relationship by 1986. As Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles resumed dating this year, Diana told Morton she was afraid of Camilla, according to People magazine. She even informed Camilla about Charles and Camilla's activities. "You've got everything you wanted," Camilla said. "Each man on earth loves you. You have 2 adorable kids. You need what else?" Diana stated that she wanted her husband and didn't want to be fooled. This disagreement was a major factor in their divorce. Charles and Diana announced their split in December 1992. A tragic marriage ended in Buckingham Palace. In early 1993, the press revealed Charles and Camilla's private phone calls. The Mirror published a 1989 private chat transcript. It revealed how serious the affair was. Camilla filed for divorce from Andrew Parker Bowles in January 1995 after this made the cheating clearer. Charles and Diana divorced in August 1996. Charles confessed to cheating on his wife to Jonathan Dimbleby in 1993. People asked Charles if he was devoted to Diana during their marriage. He responded yes until it became irretrievably broken down, which we both tried to fix. Diana also had affairs while married. The longest was 5 years with James Hewitt. The 1995 BBC Panorama interview with Diana is renowned. The marriage was crowded because there were 3 of them. Her ruined marriage was then discussed. Diana was asked if she considered herself as queen that year. She preferred being Queen of Hearts, rather Queen of England. Besides her husband's family, she didn't think many wanted her to be Queen of England. Diana said they didn't consider her a good candidate. Charles and Diana divorced in August 1996. Though separated since 1992, the process wasn't completed until the following year. Diana received at least $22.5 million in divorce proceeds immediately. Prince of Wales formally informed her he would no longer pay her debts. She must pay all her charges with this settlement. Princess Diana enjoyed being alone, dating, and attracting global attention after her divorce. Her summer connection with Egyptian celebrity Dodi Fayed garnered public notice in the weeks before their untimely deaths. Diana divorced Charles in 1996 and stopped seeing heart surgeon Hasnat Khan after 2 years. She entered summer 1997 single. Her marriage to Egyptian film director Dodi began in July. They met in 1986 at a polo match between Diana's team and Prince Charles, who was married to Diana. Not until summer 1997 did they see each other again. Diana and Dodi had personal issues in 1986. Dodi married model Suzanne Gregor the year Diana and Charles divorced, only to divorce her after 8 months. In 1992, Diana and Dodi met at the London premiere of Hook, which Dodi directed. Princess Diana took her sons William and Harry. The movie's scriptwriter, Jim Hart, says Dodi admired Diana from afar and later called her gorgeous. Diana and Charles split in December 1992. Diana secretly dated Hasnat Khan since 1995. Various accounts indicate Diana or Khan broke up, but their relationship was difficult. Khan later revealed that Diana broke up with him in late July 1997 while vacationing with the Fayads in Saint-Tropez. The following summer, Mohammed Al Fayed invited Diana and her sons to stay at his Saint-Tropez villa and cruise aboard his $32 million yacht, the Jonicle. Diana and Khan's relationship is unclear, however this trip occurred simultaneously. Some accounts say Khan ended it, whereas Khan's police testimony says Diana did. Diana and Dodi's relationship improved afterward. Dodi gave Diana pink roses, tropical food, and a Cartier Panther watch. Diana was scrutinized by tabloids by mid-August. The Sunday Mirror published the first photos of Diana and Dodi kissing on the Jonicle. In the days after these photos surfaced, Dodi's ex-fiancée Kelly Fisher sued him for breaking their engagement by abandoning her for Diana. This court battle made their public friendship even more public. Diana and Dodi's connection strengthened in late August when they visited Monte Carlo jeweler Alberto Repassi. Mohammed Fayed revealed that the couple chose a Repassi engagement ring and reset it in Italy. The veracity of these allegations is still contested. Diana received a $205,000 diamond ring from Dodi the night before they killed them. Diana gave him earrings from her late father, the Earl Spencer, and a gold cigar cutter that read "With love from Diana." The ring's meaning is unknown, therefore possibilities are numerous. A horrible accident ruined the couple's journey. Trevor Rees-Jones, Dodi's guardian and Ritz-Paris assistant director of security Henri Paul left the hotel in a black Mercedes on August 31, 1997. Diana and Dodi joined. Unfortunately, their car crashed at the Pont El Alma tunnel while speeding through Paris to avoid the cameras. Dodi and Henri Paul died immediately, while Diana was transferred to Piti-Salpêtrière with significant injuries. She died at 3 a.m. from a heart attack. Her age was 36. Her remains was transferred from the hospital and buried at Westminster Abbey on September 6, 1997. Many lined the streets to see Prince William and Harry walk behind Diana's body. Charles Spencer, her brother, died, given a furious eulogy criticizing the paparazzi for chasing his sister and calling her the most sought-after person of our time. Dodi was interred at Brookwood Cemetery the same day he died, as Muslims do. Hundreds of people attended a prayer gathering. Many explanations explain Diana and Dodi's deaths. For years, Dodi's father, Mohammed, believed the crash was planned and gave a 99.9% likelihood in a 1998 interview. In 2008, an official investigation determined that reckless driving caused the deaths, disproving the conspiracy theories. The jury found driver Henri Paul intoxicated. Diana and Dodi were unbuckled and the automobile was fast, worsening the impact. The last days of Princess Diana and Dodi Fayed's lives are still unknown, and many questions remain. Do you believe the Princess Diana death story will be revealed? Leave comments with your thoughts. Please like, share, and follow for more stories like these. Also, click the next video you'll enjoy.